my God. We're not going to get that all in the fridge.
You are ready for a different kind of life. You're shining bold, the wind is cold. You must return to the wild.
So one of the advantages here is that I can get to the fridge and I'm not on my knees to actually fill it up, so having the second side door is really helpful. So let's give it a go. One bag. Believe it or not, I reckon that we'll probably survive in the main for the whole week. I reckon.
Yeah,
Do you reckon?
9 days.
And the fact that you've cooked how many meals here? We've got how many meals we got up there? About 5, 6.
3 cooked meals and 2 to be cooked.
So we've got five meals there.
And about 3 or
We're
4.
probably about at least half the week,
Yeah.
if not a bit more.
No, most of the week.
Most of the week.
Yeah, I'm hoping 9 days we don't have to go shopping.
And I still think we've got a bit of room in there. In fairness, we've still got some room.
We also put our fresh food in this pop-out cupboard under the seat. In these 2 cupboards above the kitchen area, we stick things like mainly tins and the tea, sugar, eggs, etc. We love seeing how much people pack into their vans, so we thought you might be interested to see how much we've packed into Harry. And in the main, it's about 7 to 10 days worth of provisions.
Good morning and welcome back to the channel. As you can see, we're back out on the road again with Harry. I've got a week off. I guess it's my summer break in a way. So we're going to take Saturday through all the way through to Sunday. So we've got about sort of 9 days out there, I guess. So we're just going to go really chill out. We're just going to head up towards the Peak District. Got a couple of campsites, and then we're going to head up to Lincolnshire. So we'll show you the journey along the way. I hope you enjoy it.
We pull alongside a large motorhome which looked a bit swish, and it always makes us realise how small Harry is.
Welcome to Harry's sat-nav system.
In a quarter of a mile, turn left onto New Road and then head to the roundabout and take the second exit.
So Harry's sat-nav system takes us the scenic route at times, which means it will sometimes take us down places that you'll never ever see in your life probably.
No, we get to see places we wouldn't normally see.
Turn left now and then enter the roundabout.
But that's
and take
basically
the
just
second
take us
exit.
through a
So
housing
housing
estate.
estate to cut out the road. Look, we're in the middle of nowhere. There's the JCB.
That's
New
exciting.
Tuxton. That's a factory up here, JCB.
And it's not long before we get to our first stop off, and we're greeted by this great drive over the reservoir.
Turn right now.
They'd stop the night.
Yeah. Looks like it. So we've just come through Rugeley. So we're going to have some breakfast. So we left the house without having any breakfast. We're going to have try our new teapot, kettle rather, and give that a christening and have a sausage sandwich, I'm guessing. So we're just going to have a slow day, just seeing a few sites really on the way to the campsite that we got booked in for the next couple of days.
Blithfield Reservoir in Staffordshire was built and opened in 1953. It's situated to the north-east of Rugeley and it supplies the water to South Staffordshire Water Company. It's a haven for wildlife, attracting bird watchers and anglers alike.
Changing the van, chilling. I'm just going to go out for my walk as part of my challenge for work. I've carry on walking. I've been walking now since the 25th of January every day. Only 4k, but it just keeps me moving.
Now you can't stay overnight where we parked, but just outside the entrance you may get away with it where this big old Mercedes is. So we're all fed and watered and off we go to Leek. Harry's sat-nav takes us down some single tracks which, as you know, we absolutely love.
Proceed 2 miles on the current road.
And although we do not like these little lanes, at least we do get to see things that we wouldn't normally see if we just stuck to the main roads.
You wouldn't see how the other horn lived.
We give way to cyclists and the bleeping is our front and rear sensors on Harry.
Health check.
There was a bloody hole in the ground.
We sometimes think we should upgrade to tank tracks sometimes instead of wheels.
It's just not enjoyable. You look like you're on bloody safari.
Got white knuckles.
Oh God. I think that's a bit. Oh shit, car. Oh, hello. Fellow Ford, wave. Do the Ford sign.
He's
There
probably
isn't
got,
one.
he's probably got the same sat-nav system.
Yeah.
Oh, look, another canal.
We used to look at the bloody
Canal,
road.
Canal, look at the canals.
Yes, I've looked. To be honest, I'd rather watch the bloody road. Oh my God, you look all right this side.
Is it now okay?
Yeah, no. No.
Yeah.
No. What bit of no? Yes. Go.
Should hesitate.
I didn't hesitate. I
Okay.
told you. Yes, go.
Go!
I didn't hesitate. I told you to say no because there was a car coming.
And we finally get to Leek in one piece and still married. Just. Roach House Farm is a small CL site located on the north side of Leek. And we're just here for 2 nights so we can just get used to being back in the van again. The pitches on this site are hard standing with electric hookup and toilets only, and it's got a great view overlooking the countryside. You know, I said we stopped here for a couple of nights just to get used to being back in the van again. Well, Stu decides to put up the windbreak. And I won't lie, it was a bit like watching a Charlie Chaplin movie. He seems to spend ages working really hard, but getting absolutely nowhere. And I'm sure he's done more banging than Noah did when he built the ark. And here comes the mistake hammering in the pole.
Oh no. Oh no.
And if you're finding this painful to watch, then just feel my pain, because I had to watch this at normal speed. Oh, more hammering. Still no windbreak. And Stu finally admits defeat. Right, and now just... Will you stand still a minute?
Wow.
Come here.
I'm doing stuff for help.
Right, stand still. Now turn round. You've got half that bloody grass on your back.
So, hard standing pitches. There's a reason why it's called hard standing. It's really difficult to get anything in the bloody ground. I'll give it up.
So this is Stu's going to sit in the sun. But he actually can't find it. He can't find the sun. Where was the sun?
Sun's over there.
It's nowhere, so take your chocolate biscuits and your tea and go and sit in the sun.
It's all Jane Street to me, I should say.
Yeah, so I don't give you that. Oh, quick, sun's out!
Sun!
Run! Run! And a man at peace still manages to spill his tea. Night time approaches and tonight's tea is boiled potatoes and a ham salad, something nice and easy before we turn in. And the next day we're greeted with a really blustery wind, so thank God Stu's windbreak never made it up.
Morning. So we're on day 2. We're just at Leek. Showed you the campsite yesterday. We sort of really just chilled out yesterday. We set up, had a fail with the windbreak, as you'd have seen. And today it rained heavily in the night, so that sort of woke me up every now and again. But it turned over, so it wasn't too bad. Yesterday afternoon we went down. There's a pub probably about a quarter of a mile away. It's just a pub serving the local. I don't think it's necessarily a touristy pub, more serving the locals and that. So it was about a quarter of a mile away. So we had a drink there, and actually had a great chat with the publican there. It's a shame they didn't put it on. Yeah, he was really nice, wasn't he? Yeah. And he was, there wasn't that many in the pub, and he was to tell us some of the challenges publicans have had, certainly through COVID. He's on his third? Yeah, his third. What do you call them? Awning. Inside. These are big marquee type things. And apparently, one of them, the winds went over the house next door and over onto over the neighbour's BMW that they just bought, and that. So obviously he's had a few challenges. And he said it quite weird actually, because whilst it was outdoor, people were visiting. As soon as they said you can come indoors, he said they suddenly didn't turn up, which was everywhere went really quiet. So
which we've noticed in our hometown.
Yeah. But then we got chatting to him, and he was he sort of did some work for Eric Bristow. I don't know if you remember the darts player back in the sort of the 80s, 90s, I guess, back then. And I think he used to drive him around and all that. So he had lots of stories to tell around that. So he was a really interesting guy. I think he's in the process of apparently writing a book, he was saying, so about all his travels. I think he'd been there about 10 years, was it?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
What's the name he was going to call this book?
It's the saying that Eric Bristow has. Who are you? I think Eric Bristow must have done that. I sort of know Eric Bristow. He was. I hadn't realised actually until we were talking to him that he'd actually died 3 years ago. I must have missed that. But all those, I guess those 80s, 90s sports stars on TV, which is the snooker, the darts, the wrestling type of stuff. He was definitely one of those big characters. And they used to own a pub in the centre of Leek, which is now Wetherspoons apparently. So they used to have that together. So yeah, it was a real good, interesting chat. It was just an interesting story of his life more than anything else. So we've decided to bring the devil's food away. This food has been locked away for how many years since we had this?
Oh, yes. We just gave it up.
It must have been 5-10 years ago.
Yeah, well.
So 5-10 years. I was brought up on cornflakes, and I think we both were, to be honest. We're both having cornflakes in the morning for breakfast, but also more importantly, it was like a nighttime snack. It was like an 8 or 9 o'clock.
It a couple of times a day, didn't you?
Yeah. And then, but it was unhealthy because I'd put lashings of tablespoonfuls of sugar over it. Milk over it, and then obviously the syrup at the bottom and that. So, but that was just so unhealthy. We're going through boxes. So
you got me addicted when I met you nearly 20 years ago.
Did you have it before at all?
No, only as a child.
Oh yeah, no.
But then when I met you,
yeah,
you got me addicted to full fat milk, cornflakes, and sugar.
It's my fault.
Yeah.
So. We decided we had to knock it on the head because we were just consuming it. And I was talking about it the other day, actually. I had a craving for it. So Jane went and bought a box, and I didn't know that she was going to go buy, but she bought a box for us to come away with. So we've come away, but we're totally unprepared. So we've got some massive bowls.
Big pasta bowls.
Unfortunately, big pasta bowls to have it with. So we're going to enjoy that. So I don't know what your comment is on cornflakes, or is it just us? Yeah, so today we're going to go off down into just a walk into Leek, which is a bit of a market town. We sort of drove on the outskirts of it yesterday. I think there's an outside market car boot sale, so we're going to have a walk down there. I was going to go for a walk early this morning, but the weather wasn't too good, so I'll get me kilometres in by walking into town. It's a bit windy, but it'd be nice just to get out.
And we set off to explore Leek, and we come across the old police station. The police station was built in 1892 and it ceased being used in 1987, and its claim to fame was that it was featured in the TV programme Miss Marple. Leek is a market town with an industrial history, especially in textiles, which can be seen in the many unused factory premises and also the workers' terraced houses. Stu goes all arty with his black and white shots. He said he meant to. I think he just hit the wrong button. There are several historic places with connections going back in time. This is the first co-op shop in the town. And this, I think, is the pub that Eric Bristow owned back in the day. And we decided to splash out and treat ourselves, and we had a superb meal at a Spanish restaurant that was only 100 yards away from the campsite. Stu has one of the best steaks that he's ever had, and I must say that my chicken wasn't far behind it. We settle in for the night and Stu does some editing.
Morning. So we're just Going to move on today. We're moving up to Manifold Valley. So just got up and we've done a bit of maintenance on Harry. We've just emptied the grey water tank. I bought I think it's an oil drain plastic container. It's quite slim, that's why I had it, because obviously space and all that. It's just easier when you're on site, because I've been on a couple of sites where I haven't been able to empty the waste easily because I can't get the van over area. Sometimes you have to just carry the waste, so that's quite useful, and that seemed to work out. I also bought some collapsible water carriers for when I again can't get the van close to a tap or anything like that. It's too much hassle getting the van up there and all that, so we bought these containers and then a small funnel. I didn't think the funnels were going to work because I thought it was too small, but actually filled up okay. So I was surprised how much water we used. This is I guess the third day. We've gone through I'm guessing around 10 litres and that, 10-15 litres. It's quite a lot, and we've only had, I guess we have a fair number of cups of teas and things like that, but surprising how much you use in that. So we just topped up there, so we're going to go up over that way towards some hills and mountains, take some photographs. If I'm lucky I might get the drone up, and then we're going to make our way down to a campsite called Manifold Valley, which is right by a stream, so it's a bit more isolated. It's next to a place called Thor Cave, so we're going to go and explore that.
Well, we hope you enjoyed that, so please support the channel by giving us the thumbs up, subscribing and leaving us a comment. And we'll see you in the next video when we find isolation in Manifold Valley.
Silent